In a distant galaxy filled with strange worlds and colorful alien species, a great danger was rising. The Galactic Council, a powerful group that kept peace among the stars, gathered in their grand hall. The hall was a vast space with shining walls and floating lights. Council members representing different races sat in a circle, their faces serious. At the center of the hall stood an alien general named Thrak. He was tall and intimidating, with dark blue skin and sharp features. Thrak spoke with a deep voice that echoed off the walls. "We face a terrible enemy. The Zoracs are attacking our colonies, and they show no mercy. We need the strongest soldiers to fight them!" The council members nodded in agreement, but one member raised a hand. It was Captain Sarah Vega, a human officer from Earth. She was not afraid to speak her mind. With her fiery red hair and bright green eyes, she stood out among the aliens. "You cannot underestimate the power of human soldiers," she exclaimed. Thrak smirked. "Humans? They are weak and have outdated technology. What can they do against the might of the Zoracs?" Captain Vega felt a rush of anger but held her ground. "We may not have the most advanced ships or weapons, but we have something stronger: determination and creativity. Humans have faced great challenges and always find a way to win." The council members exchanged glances. Some looked intrigued, while others remained skeptical. Captain Vega took a deep breath and continued. "Let me tell you stories of human bravery. During the Great War, when all seemed lost, humans fought back with courage. We adapt quickly to new situations and surprise our enemies with our tactics. We do not back down easily." A small alien with shimmering skin named Zana spoke up. "But can humans work with us? Our methods are different." "We can learn from each other," Captain Vega replied. "Together we can create a strong team. I believe we can defeat the Zoracs if we combine our strengths." The council began to discuss Captain Vega's words. Thrak still looked doubtful, but Zana seemed to be convinced. "What do you propose?" she asked. Captain Vega smiled. "Send a mixed team of humans and aliens to the front lines. Let us show you what we can do together. We will gather intelligence, make quick decisions, and fight as one." The council debated for a while, weighing the risks and benefits. Finally, after much discussion, the leader of the council, a wise old being named Eldar, spoke. "Very well, we will give your team a chance. But know this: if you fail, it will be seen as proof that humans are not fit for battle." Captain Vega felt a surge of excitement and fear. "We won't fail," she promised. "We will show you that human soldiers are among the best in the galaxy." With the council's approval, preparations began. Captain Vega gathered a team of brave human soldiers, each with their own skills and strengths. They trained hard, learning how to work with their alien counterparts. Some taught them how to fly advanced ships, while others shared strategies for combat. As the days passed, tension grew. The Zoracs were known for their fierce attacks, and fear rippled through the galaxy. Captain Vega felt the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. She knew that not only did they have to fight for their lives, but they also had to prove their worth to the council. The day finally came for the team to depart. Captain Vega stood before her soldiers, feeling a mix of pride and determination. "We are going into battle together," she said. "Remember, we are not just fighting for ourselves. We are fighting to show the galaxy what humans can do." With hearts full of hope and fear, the mixed team boarded their ships. As they soared into the stars, Captain Vega looked out at the endless darkness. She thought of the challenges ahead, but felt ready to face them. They would show the galaxy that human soldiers were a force to be reckoned with. The mission had begun. The fate of many would rest on their shoulders, and Captain Vega was determined to lead them to victory. The ships flew through the stars, weaving between asteroids and planets. Captain Sarah Vega sat in the cockpit of her ship, the Starfire, with her co-pilot, a green-skinned alien named Grak. He was nervous but focused, his large eyes darting between the controls and the view screen. Captain Vega felt excitement mixed with fear. They were heading into battle against the Zoracs, a ruthless enemy known for their brutal tactics. "Approaching the planet Delta 7, Grak announced, his voice steady despite the tension. "Enemy ships detected. They are already attacking the colonies." Captain Vega took a deep breath. "Let's show them what we can do. Prepare for entry!" She felt her heart racing, knowing this was a crucial moment for their mission and for humans in the galaxy. As they descended towards Delta 7, the sights outside were a mix of chaos and fire. Explosions lit up the dark sky, and the cries of the Zorax warriors could be heard even from afar. The colonies were in distress, and the team had to act quickly. Captain Vega communicated with the rest of the mixed crew, a team of humans and various alien species. "Listen up," she said, her voice firm over the comms. "We are here to help. Stay close to your partners and follow my lead. We will use our unique skills to turn the tide of this battle." The team landed their ships on the outskirts of a colony. They quickly disembarked, ready for action. The ground was hot and dusty, and the air smelled of smoke and metal. Humans and aliens formed into teams, preparing for the fight ahead. Captain Vega took charge, her confidence growing. As they moved forward, the sounds of battle filled the air. Zorax soldiers, tall and fierce with red skin and sharp weapons, charged at them. Captain Vega felt the thrill of adrenaline coursing through her veins. She led her team into the fray, her heart pounding with every step. "Form a line!" she shouted, and her team quickly fell into position. The humans and aliens worked together seamlessly, firing their weapons in unison. The Zorax were fierce, but the humans fought back with creativity and determination. They used cover effectively and communicated constantly, which made them unpredictable to the enemy. In the heat of battle, Captain Vega spotted a group of Zorax flanking their position. "Grak, cover me!" she yelled. Without hesitation, Grak aimed his weapon at the approaching Zorax, his aim true. Captain Vega charged forward, dodging blasts and leaping over debris. She engaged the Zorax head-on, using her training to outmaneuver them. The sounds of battle were overwhelming, but Captain Vega focused. She had trained for this moment and could feel her instincts kicking in. With every enemy she took down, her confidence grew. But just as she thought they were gaining ground, a larger Zorax warrior appeared. This one was different. Taller and covered in armor, it radiated an aura of menace. The warrior roared, rallying its troops. Captain Vega felt a chill run down her spine. This Zorax was a leader, and it would not go down easily. "Everyone, focus on that one," she ordered, pointing at the armored warrior. The team quickly redirected their fire, working together to bring the giant down. The battle raged on, and Captain Vega could see her team beginning to tire. She knew they needed a new strategy. "Listen up! We can't keep fighting like this. Let's split into smaller groups and flank them. We need to confuse them!" The team nodded, understanding her plan. They broke into smaller groups, using the environment to their advantage. Captain Vega led her group around the left side, while Grak took another team to the right. The Zorax were caught off guard by the sudden change in tactics. As the teams closed in on the Zorax leader, they worked together to coordinate their attacks. Captain Vega could see the surprise in the enemy's eyes as her team moved with speed and precision. Finally, they overwhelmed the Zorax warrior, bringing it to its knees. With the leader down, the remaining Zorax soldiers began to retreat. Cheers erupted among the mixed crew, and Captain Vega felt a surge of pride. They had fought bravely together, and they had won their first battle. "Great job, everyone!" Captain Vega shouted, her voice ringing with excitement. "This is just the beginning. We will show the galaxy that human soldiers are a force to be reckoned with." As the team regrouped, the air filled with a sense of hope. They had faced fire and danger, but had emerged victorious. Together, they were proving that their combined strength could change the course of the war. Captain Vega looked at her team, knowing they were ready for whatever came next. After their hard-fought victory on Delta 7, Captain Sarah Vega and her team felt a wave of excitement. They had successfully pushed back the Zorax, but they knew this battle was only the beginning. As they regrouped, the Galactic Council received news that the Zorax were planning a massive counterattack. Captain Vega's team was needed again, this time in a more dangerous area. The team gathered around a holographic map in their temporary command center. The map displayed the location of the Zorax stronghold, a heavily fortified base on the planet KL. Captain Vega studied the map closely, her brow furrowed with concern. "We need to hit them hard before they have time to regroup," she said, "but we have to be smart about it. They will expect us now." As the team regrouped, Captain Vega sensed unease among her soldiers. They had fought bravely, but the Zorax were known for their cunning. She gathered everyone in the command tent, where the atmosphere was tense. The walls were made of canvas, but inside everyone felt the weight of their recent victory. "Listen up!" Captain Vega called, raising her hand for attention. "We did well, but we must stay alert. The Zorax have a trick up their sleeves. We've heard rumors of mind control technology that they use to bend other species to their will. If they get control of us or our allies, it could turn the tide of the war." A hush fell over the team as the reality of her words sank in. Grack, her green-skinned co-pilot, furrowed his brow. "What can we do? How do we fight against something like that?" "We need to find out more about this technology," Captain Vega replied. "If we can locate their main lab or capture one of their scientists, we might learn how it works and find a way to counter it." With a new sense of purpose, the team set out on a reconnaissance mission. They split into small groups, searching for any signs of the Zorax's mind control operations. Captain Vega led her group into the heart of the Zorax territory, moving carefully and quietly. They were on high alert, knowing they were stepping into enemy territory. As they advanced, they noticed something strange. The Zorax soldiers they encountered seemed different. They fought fiercely, but there was something robotic about their movements, as if they were not fully in control of their actions. Captain Vega's gut twisted with concern. Could this be it? She wondered. They moved deeper into the stronghold, carefully avoiding patrols. The team worked as a unit, each member covering the other as they approached a large building filled with lights and strange sounds. "This must be the lab," Grack whispered, his eyes wide with fear and curiosity. Captain Vega nodded, feeling the tension in the air. "We need to get inside and find evidence of their mind-control technology. Let's be quick and quiet." They slipped into the building, moving through dark corridors filled with strange machinery. The walls hummed with energy, and the air was thick with tension. They found a control room at the end of the hallway, filled with screens displaying Zorax soldiers and strange symbols. As they searched the room, they discovered a series of reports detailing the Zorax's experiments. Captain Vega's heart sank as she read about how the Zorax used mind control devices to manipulate captured soldiers, turning them into loyal fighters. "This is worse than I thought," she said, showing the documents to her team. "We have to warn everyone!" But before they could leave, an alarm blared throughout the facility. Red lights flashed, and Captain Vega felt her heart race. "They know we're here! We need to move now!" she shouted. The team scrambled to escape, but Zorax soldiers swarmed the corridors, blocking their path. Captain Vega led the charge, using her training to navigate through the chaos. "Stick together! We can't get separated!" she yelled, pushing through the group of enemies. As they fought their way through, Grack stumbled, caught by surprise. Without thinking, Captain Vega turned back, grabbing his arm. "Come on! We can't leave anyone behind!" Together, they fought off the attackers, their determination shining through the danger. Finally, they reached the exit, but a large Zorax warrior stood in their way, snarling and ready to attack. Captain Vega felt the weight of the moment. This was a test of their strength and unity. "We can do this!" she shouted, rallying her team. With a combination of quick thinking and teamwork, they launched a coordinated attack. Captain Vega focused on dodging the warrior's strikes while her team provided cover fire. Grack and the others worked together, using their unique skills to wear down the Zorax leader. After a fierce battle, they finally took the warrior down, and the path to freedom opened before them. They dashed outside, their hearts pounding with adrenaline. Once clear of the building, Captain Vega looked at her team, a mixture of relief and urgency in her eyes. "We need to get this information back to the Council," she said, catching her breath. "The Zorax have a weapon that can turn the tide of the war. We must warn everyone before it's too late." As they prepared to leave, Captain Vega felt a surge of determination. They had faced danger and emerged victorious, but the real fight was just beginning. Together, they would expose the hidden danger of the Zorax and protect the galaxy from the threat of mind control. The time had come for Captain Sarah Vega and her team to face their greatest challenge. With the information they had gathered about the Zorax's mind control technology, the Galactic Council had made a bold decision. They would launch a full-scale attack on the Zorax homeworld to destroy the source of this terrifying power. The battle would be fierce, but they had to take this risk for the safety of the galaxy. As they prepared for the mission, Captain Vega stood in front of her team, her heart racing with a mix of fear and excitement. "This is it, everyone. We've trained for this moment, and we know what we're up against. The Zorax will not go down easily, but we have each other, and together we are strong. Let's show them the true power of our alliance." The crew nodded, their expressions filled with determination. They boarded their ships, ready for the fight ahead. The fleet gathered in space, each ship prepared for the dangerous journey to the Zorax homeworld. Captain Vega felt a surge of adrenaline as they entered hyperspace, knowing they were on the brink of something monumental. When they arrived, the scene was chaotic. The Zorax stronghold loomed ahead, heavily fortified and teeming with enemy soldiers. The sky was filled with Zorax ships, ready to defend their territory. Captain Vega took a deep breath, focusing on her mission. We need to take out their defenses first. Grak, lead the charge with your team and create a diversion. I'll take my team in from the side. Grak nodded, a fierce look in his eyes. We won't let you down, Captain. The fleet split into two, with Grak's team flying straight into the heart of the Zorax defenses. Explosions erupted around them as they engaged in fierce dogfights. Captain Vega watched as Grak's team drew the attention of the Zorax forces, creating openings for her team to advance. Now's our chance, she shouted, guiding her ship toward the stronghold. They slipped through the gaps, racing toward their target. As they approached the fortress, Zorax soldiers poured out, ready to defend their stronghold. Everyone, prepare to engage, Captain Vega commanded. The crew quickly fell into formation, their training kicking in as they fought back against the Zorax soldiers. It was a chaotic scene filled with blaster fire and shouts. The team worked together, each member covering the other as they fought their way deeper into the fortress. As they pushed forward, Captain Vega spotted the main control room, the source of the mind control technology. We have to reach that room, she yelled, leading her team through a narrow corridor. They fought their way through more Zorax soldiers, using their skills and teamwork to stay one step ahead. Finally, they burst into the control room, which was filled with strange machines and glowing screens. The air was thick with tension as Captain Vega faced the Zorax commander, a tall figure with a wicked grin. You think you can stop us? The commander sneered. You are nothing but insects. Captain Vega felt anger boil within her. We're not insects. We're the defenders of the galaxy, she shot back. And we're here to end your reign of terror. The battle erupted in the control room. The Zorax commander fought fiercely, using advanced weapons and tactics. Captain Vega and her team worked together to outmaneuver the enemy. They fought with everything they had, using their training to stay one step ahead. Just when it seemed like the Zorax commander would gain the upper hand, Grak burst through the door, flanking the commander. Now, Captain, he yelled, creating a distraction. With renewed energy, Captain Vega charged forward. She dodged the commander's attacks and landed a decisive blow, knocking the weapon from his hands. This ends now, she declared, pinning the commander to the ground. With the Zorax commander defeated, Captain Vega turned to the machines that controlled the mind control technology. She quickly began shutting them down, feeling a sense of urgency. We need to destroy this technology before it can be used again. Grak and the team worked together, using explosives to dismantle the control room. They could hear the sounds of battle raging outside, but their focus was clear. Together, they would ensure that this threat was eliminated once and for all. As they set the final explosives, the ground shook with the intensity of the conflict outside. Let's move! Captain Vega shouted, leading her team out of the control room just as the explosives detonated, collapsing the structure behind them. They raced back to their ships, adrenaline pumping through their veins. As they boarded, they saw the Zorax forces beginning to falter. Their ranks were thinning, and their morale was shattered without the control of their commander. Now's our chance! Captain Vega yelled into the comms. Let's finish this! With renewed vigor, they launched into the fray, helping to turn the tide of battle. The Zorax forces, now leaderless and confused, began to retreat. Cheers erupted among the crew as they fought valiantly, knowing they had faced the enemy head-on and emerged victorious. As the dust settled and the Zorax fled, Captain Vega looked at her team, pride swelling in her heart. They had faced incredible danger, but together they had triumphed. The galaxy was safe once more, and the bonds they had forged in battle would last a lifetime. We did it! Grak shouted, his voice filled with joy. We showed them the true power of humanity and our allies. Captain Vega smiled, knowing this battle had changed everything. Together, they had proven that even in the face of great danger, unity and strength would always prevail.